Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 418. The title of today's lesson is the difference between fragile and frail. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If someone says an object is fragile, it means you must handle it with care. It could easily be broken, damaged, or destroyed, especially by misuse of being rough with it, such as, throwing it, dropping it, hitting it hard. However, handling it with normal care should be no problem. It probably won't break. If a person is fragile, it usually means he or she is not emotionally strong, and his or her feelings could easily be hurt. After losing someone, a person may be fragile. Maybe a breakup. We might say that their person is fragile after that, or possibly if they lost someone close, like someone died, their emotions could be very fragile after that. So in that sense, we sometimes say when we say a person is fragile, it's usually their emotions, and they're more sensitive and things like that. All right, let's continue. The word fragile is often put on boxes as well as a warning not to be too rough with it. So this goes back to the original one. So don't drop it or throw it or put things that's too heavy on it so it falls over or anything like that, because the things inside the box may break. That would be rough use. Let's continue. For example, a glass bottle could be fragile. If you throw it or drop it, the bottle will break easily. However, if you handle it with normal care, just drink from the bottle, it should be no problem. Okay, we don't often use the word frail for objects. Yes, we don't often use the word frail for objects. We use fragile more. However, if one does use frail with an object, it usually suggests the structure of the object is weak, and it may be damaged or broken from normal use, not necessarily rough use like throwing it or dropping it. Just the normal use, it may fall apart. Okay, let's continue. The word frail could also be used with the economy. So we don't usually say the economy is fragile. We usually say the economy is frail. If it is already in a very weak position, maybe after this coronavirus, it could be a good example. It could be a little frail at this point. Okay, let's continue. When frail is used with people, it usually means one is sickly, weak, or delicate from an illness or advanced age. So frail is usually more about their physical body. So their physical body is weak or delicate, either because you're old or you're still recovering from a sickness, or you're in the a deep advanced stage of a sickness. Your body may be more frail in that sense. Okay, so let's look at some examples to prove this. Example number 1. Don't give small children any figurine made out of china or glass. They are too fragile. Children are rough with toys. They drop them, they throw them, especially small children. And if you give them anything like that, it's probably going to break very quickly. Okay, so it's too fragile to give them something like that. Number 2 here. She is not ready to date yet. After her divorce, she is still emotionally fragile, or her emotions are too fragile. So again, fragile is usually more about emotions and feelings. Okay. All right, number 3. He has become a frail old man. He fears even tripping because he is likely to break a bone. So again, frail with people is more physical. Your body is physically weak, especially if you fall down and your bones could break easily. You are more frail. All right, number 4. That chair is too old and frail. It couldn't hold your body weight, so don't sit in it. So this is like even just from normal use. If we say something is frail, the structure of it is already weak. So we don't use frail quite as much with objects, We use fragile more if it's just a normal object that if it was handled roughly could break. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope this video helped you to see how we use the difference between these two words more clearly. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.